Amanda, and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I wanted to talk to you about Deadlands by Stacey Marie Brown, which is book 3 of the Savage Lands series. We have been reading these pretty much all together. If you've been following along since my Fun Size Book Club pick of Savage Lands, been kind of binging them. Sadly though, I didn't record the video for this right away, and the next book in the series came and I went to go start it, and I was like, okay, here we go. I'm like sitting down in bed and I open it and I'm like, oh shit, I can't start this yet because I haven't recorded my last video, and I don't like to mix them up because the books are so similar that I don't want to say something that happens in the one that I'm currently reading that I thought was in the last one. So I have not read the next one yet, but now I can. So Deadlands. I gave this book 4 stars, so I really liked it. It's a great continuation to the series. Literally one-day reads for me. They're like, just bust right through them. Chili pepper rating on this one. This is where the series finally got spicy, y'all. We have been having this slow burn for 2 whole books. 2 whole books and half, pretty much. I was told to buckle up for book 3, and y'all were right. You didn't play around. You definitely buckle up for book 3. I gave this one 4 chili peppers on my spice rating scale. I will explain. The reason is because, one, just frequency of it happening after the first time it happens, but also the content. So it is very descriptive, but there is also an element of violent foreplay because of the type of characters that they are. So because there is like violence prior to leading up and kind of sexualizing the violence, I bumped it up to that 4 chili pepper rating. I felt was fitting for my scale, and kind of just gives you an idea of what to expect. If you have already read the first 2 books, you kind of should know what to expect. So what did I actually think of this book? I really liked it, but I do feel like there still is a lot of repetition. I feel like there still is that pattern of we get captured and then we get saved and then we get kidnapped again when we go try to do a mission, and then we get captured again, and it's just it's continuous, like over and over and over again, but it just keeps switching who's doing it, right? Because there's like 3 main groups now. 4, oh my god, there's 4. So there's like where Brexley first came from, her like, I can't remember what they're called, with SYNOPSIS. There's them. And then there's Killian, which he's the leader of the Fae in that area, right? And then there's the rebellion with her uncle. And then there's the other rebellion with her real uncle. And so there's 4 different groups that are all trying to get Brexley, and we don't 100% know why still. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just the fact that it's just flip-flopping to whichever one, it hasn't hit that 5 stars for me. I felt like the first book was 5 stars because I was like, there's this plot, it just goes, like it's exciting. But now I feel like there's no overarching plot besides finding out what Brexley is. I wish it had that, because I feel like with the prison one, there was an overarching plot of her surviving in prison, and then we lead up to this like breaking out, right? But now I'm like, we've lost the plot. We know that we're trying to find out what she is. We're getting these messages from this Fae book. It's bringing us back to her father. We've had flashbacks of her mother and how her mother kept secrets from her father. We're getting tidbits of information, but I feel like it's almost a subplot. Like there's a lot of subplots, but there's not a big one. Still really entertaining as hell. Like I am entertained. I love the characters. One thing I do notice is that I feel like there are some books when they're written that write continuously through pretty much like every moment of the character's waking existence. And then there are some that skip around, and this one does not skip around. And so it just kind of feels funny that we start a lot of the scenes waking up to her little friends like chirping at her. Like we wake up to them all the time. And I do like them. I do enjoy them. I think they're funny little quirky characters, but I almost feel like it's a little too much. It's starting to get to be a little bit too much. I usually just like, when I like those quirky little characters, they add to it, but now sometimes I just kind of find myself skimming over their conversations, because it's like, what's this adding? Like, what, besides just being a funny little anecdote, what's this adding to the actual story? I do really, really wish that Warwick would catch feelings, because I don't feel like he has them yet. Like, I feel like he knows that he's like drawn to her, and same with her to him. And Brexley's like kind of getting feelings, like kind of, but I really want him to catch feelings. It's almost bothering me that he's not. He keeps trying to like fight it, and I get it, like they finally, you know, succumb to it or whatever. I just want there to be feels, you know? I just want there to be feels. It makes me sad. And he does protect her, and that's why I feel like if you're that protective over her, there should be some feels and emotions. But we don't get that. We just get that the like dirty talk kind of thing back and forth, which makes you feel like there's emotions, but I'm not getting the like that deeper connection. You know what I mean? So I want that. I wish that there was more feels. I want him to catch them. I just want him to catch the feels. I need more explanation than just like the gray as to what she is. Because it's not like we've really been explained or hinted at or anything like what the gray was in the past. So like that reveal didn't really hit me as hard at the end as I wanted it to, because I just was like, well, what does that mean? What is the gray? What is this in between life and death? I don't know. So I'm hoping we get a little bit more like foundation and structure to that in the next book. I know it starts pretty much right where I left off, because I read the first page and then went, oh, I can't read this yet. I'm hoping that becomes a little bit more clear. But yeah, they're still fun. Like, I'm still enjoying the hell out of these. It's just a great adult fantasy romance series to just binge when you just need bingeable books. That's this, for sure. For sure. I want more depth, but at the same time, like, for what it is, I'm very happy with it overall. Definitely would still recommend people read Wildlands. Well, Wildlands, Savage Lands, the whole series, whatever it's called. All right, so now I can officially read the next book, and so you will hopefully have that if I get out of this slump that I'm in right now. Coming to you soon, and I can't wait to talk to you all about it. I will put the link for the books in the description down below, and don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. But sometimes these videos aren't long enough for all of us sitting on the live discussion, so I'm just gonna maybe extend out the time a little bit more so we can chat a little bit more if you want. See you guys next time.